Brute Force is a game that was released in 2003 for the original Xbox. It is a cooperative third-person shooter that allows up to 4 players to play together. The game follows a team of 4 characters, each with their unique abilities and personalities, as they battle against an evil empire. The game features a variety of environments, from jungles to space stations, and a range of weapons and vehicles to help players move through the levels. The game's levels are designed to require cooperation between players, whether it's covering each other's backs or working together to solve puzzles. Despite its enjoyable gameplay and cooperative elements, Brute Force is often overlooked when people talk about classic Xbox games. This is a shame, as it is one of the best co-op games on the original Xbox. The game's graphics and sound design were both impressive for their time, and the gameplay remains fun and challenging even today. If you're looking for a great co-op game to play with friends, be sure to give Brute Force a try. Hunter: The Reckoning is a co-op action game that was released on the original Xbox in 2002. In the game, players take on the role of supernatural hunters who must battle against hordes of monsters and demons that threaten humanity. Each character has their unique abilities and weapons, allowing players to team up and take on diverse enemies. The game's co-op mode allows up to 4 players to play together, making it a fun experience for friends to enjoy together. The game's storyline is also engaging, with players facing progressively challenging enemies as they progress through the game. Despite its entertaining gameplay and exciting storyline, Hunter: The Reckoning is considered one of the underrated co-op games on the original Xbox. The game did not receive as much attention or praise as other popular games of its time, such as Halo and Fable. However, it remains a cult classic among gamers who appreciate the game's co-op mechanics and challenging gameplay. Gauntlet: Dark Legacy is a classic arcade-style hack-and-slash game that was released on the original Xbox in 2001. The game is a sequel to the popular Gauntlet Legends and features improved graphics, more characters, and a wider variety of levels. The goal of the game is to navigate through a series of levels filled with enemies, obstacles, and treasures. Players can choose from a variety of characters, each with their unique strengths and weaknesses. One of the reasons why Gauntlet: Dark Legacy is considered one of the 9 underrated co-op games on the original Xbox is because it was overshadowed by other popular games at the time. Despite this, the game offers a fun and challenging co-op experience that can be enjoyed with friends. The game features up to 4-player co-op, allowing players to team up and take on the game's challenges together. Each player can choose a different character, creating a diverse team that can tackle different obstacles. Overall, Gauntlet: Dark Legacy is a fun and challenging co-op game that deserves more recognition. With its diverse characters, challenging levels, and addictive gameplay, it's a game that is worth checking out for anyone who loves co-op games on the original Xbox. Baldur's Gate: Dark Alliance 2 is an action role-playing game released on the original Xbox in 2004. Players take on the roles of 3 heroes who must fight their way through a variety of monsters and other enemies, exploring dungeons and battling bosses along the way. The game features a co-op mode that allows 2 players to play together on the same screen. Baldur's Gate: Dark Alliance 2 is one of the 9 underrated co-op games on the original Xbox, because it offers a fun and engaging co-op experience that many gamers may have missed when it was originally released. The game's deep and customizable character creation system, along with its vast array of weapons and spells, allows players to create unique playstyles and work together to overcome challenges. The game's story is compelling, with a rich mythology and a variety of interesting characters to meet along the way. The game's graphics and sound are also top-notch, with impressive visual effects and a haunting soundtrack that helps to set the mood. Overall, Baldur's Gate: Dark Alliance 2 is a hidden gem on the original Xbox, offering a fun and engaging co-op experience that is still worth playing today. Crimson Skies: High Road to Revenge is a video game for the original Xbox released in 2003. The game is set in an alternate universe where air travel is the dominant mode of transportation. The player takes on the role of Nathan Zachary, the leader of a band of air pirates, and engages in air combat missions against rival factions. The game has a co-op mode where 2 players can work together to complete the missions. This mode is often overlooked by players, but it offers a unique and fun experience. The cooperative play allows players to strategize and work together to take down enemies, making the game even more enjoyable. Crimson Skies: High Road to Revenge is one of the 9 underrated co-op games on the original Xbox because it offers a multiplayer experience that is often overlooked. The game's focus on air combat and unique alternate universe setting make it stand out from other co-op games. The addition of co-op gameplay adds a layer of fun and teamwork that is not often found in other games of the same genre. Overall, Crimson Skies: High Road to Revenge is an underrated gem of a game that is worth playing with a friend. Mech Assault is a video game where players control giant robots called mechs. The game is set in the future, where players fight against an evil empire using their mechs. The game has a co-op mode, where players can team up with friends to complete missions together. Mech Assault is one of the 9 underrated co-op games on the original Xbox, because it was a great game that was not as well known as other games at the time. It was one of the first games to use online multiplayer on the Xbox, which was new and exciting for players. The co-op mode was also a great feature, allowing players to work together to complete missions and defeat enemies. The game had great graphics and controls, making it fun and easy to play. Overall, Mech Assault was a great co-op game that deserves more recognition. Raise's Hell is a video game where players control a character called Raise, who is a monster fighting against an invading force of cute and cuddly creatures. The game is set in a world called Cutopia, which has been taken over by the evil forces of cute creatures. Raise must fight his way through levels filled with enemies, using a range of weapons and special abilities. Raise's Hell is one of the 9 underrated co-op games on the original Xbox because it offers a unique and enjoyable co-op experience that is often overlooked. The game allows players to team up with a friend to take on the cute enemies together, adding a new level of fun and strategy to the game. The co-op mode is well designed and offers a good challenge, making it a great option for players who enjoy playing games with others. Overall, Raise's Hell is a fun and underrated co-op game that is worth checking out. Phantom Dust is a unique action game that was released exclusively for the original Xbox in 2005. The game takes place in a post-apocalyptic world where players take on the role of a powerful fighter with supernatural abilities. The game's co-op mode allows players to team up with friends to battle against waves of enemies and complete objectives. What makes Phantom Dust one of the 9 underrated co-op games on the Xbox is its innovative gameplay and story. While the game may not have been as well known as other Xbox titles like Halo or Gears of War, it offered a fresh take on the action genre with its card-based combat system. Players must strategically choose their abilities and weapons from a deck of cards to defeat their enemies. In addition, the game's story is full of unexpected twists and turns that keep players engaged throughout the game. The co-op mode allows players to experience the story together and work together to overcome challenges, which can be a lot of fun. Overall, Phantom Dust is a hidden gem on the original Xbox that deserves more recognition for its unique gameplay, interesting story, and fun co-op mode. Wacky is a zany party game released for the original Xbox in 2002. The game features a cast of crazy characters who compete in a variety of mini-games and challenges. The game can be played solo, but it really shines when played with friends in co-op mode. Whacked is one of the 9 underrated co-op games on the original Xbox because it is often overlooked in favor of more popular titles like Halo and Fable. But the game's colorful graphics, wacky humor, and fun gameplay make it a great choice for anyone looking for a lighthearted and entertaining co-op experience. The game features a variety of modes, including a battle royale-style competition, a treasure hunt, and even a game show.
It's in the middle.
Players can choose from a diverse cast of characters, each with their own unique abilities and personalities. And with up to 4 players able to join in on the fun, Whacked is a great choice for a night of gaming with friends.